Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Tyambakam yajamahe, sugandhim pushtivardhanam, urvarukamiva bandhanan, mrutyurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Good morning, Shubhodayam. We shall say the prayer together from today onwards. Sahanavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviyam karavavahai Tejasvi navadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityo ma mrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning. కలిసి చెబుదామన్నాను ప్రేయరు. మీరు యూ ఫాలోడ్ మీ. యూ ఆల్వేస్ వాంట్ టు ఫాలో మీ. So please see page number 45, something about fearlessness, nirbhayam. Be not afraid of anything, you will do marvelous work. The moment you fear, you are nobody. It is fear that is the greatest cause of misery in the world. It is fear that is the greatest of all superstitions. It's fear that is the cause of our woes, and it's fearlessness that brings heaven, even in a moment. Therefore, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So all these quotes of Swamiji's are extracted from different lectures. So sometimes you don't know the context, where actually the quote has been picked up. So we won't understand actually the full import of it because of that unless you read the complete works of Swamiji. But anyway, Swamiji is saying here, be not afraid of anything, you will do marvelous work. The moment you fear, you are nobody. So what is the reason why we fear? ఫియర్ ఈజ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఇగ్నోరెన్స్. అజ్ఞానం వలన మనకు భయం కలుగుతుంది. Night time when you go, there is a rope, but you see it as a snake, fear comes. Yes or no? But actually it is only rope. But your mind actually projected a snake on the rope, and then fear comes. Our Vedanta says that this is the fundamental crux of Vedanta philosophy. There is only God, but you superimpose matter on spirit, and then actually you fear. Duality comes, differentiation comes. You and I. When the two are there, fear comes. So philosophy is basically Advaita. Dvaita means two. Advaita means not two. No two. Only one. If there is only one, will you fear? To fear, actually, you need to have something else, some other entity. But our philosophy is that it's only one. It's one consciousness, one God. We are all one. Everything is one. Everything is manifestation and expression of that one divinity. The more you have this idea, this thought in your mind, the less actually you fear. But you think you are a completely cut and dry separate entity and I am a separate entity, then I versus you and you versus me, and then definitely fear comes. Okay? So that you leave apart philosophy. But otherwise, fear comes because of wrong imagination. I tell this again and again, but I don't know how many people get it. God has given us a beautiful faculty, the faculty of imagination. Animals, they don't have as much power as we have. Animals also, they have the power of imagination, but it's very little, very rudimentary. It's not developed much there. But when it comes to human brain, God has given us so much capacity and ability to imagine things. How you imagine? For that, actually, there should be some training. Most of the times, because of the information that we have and samskaras, or tendencies or impressions that we have, basing on that, we tend to imagine things. Okay? That imagination, most of the times, in 90% of the cases, it goes wrong, but human beings, they don't analyze their own minds, they think their imagination is right. Fear is basically because of wrong imagination. ఆ కల్పనా శక్తి ఏదైతే భగవంతుడు ఇచ్చాడో ఆ కల్పనా శక్తిని సరిగ్గా ఉపయోగించుకోవట్లేదు నువ్వు. You can imagine positively, you can imagine negatively. Because you imagine negatively and you develop fear. What happens when fear comes? Inefficiency comes in work. A person who is full of fear, possessed with fear, he cannot really become efficient in work. And the fear defeats you in the end. That's why it's important. Swamiji says that the reason for all the woes that are there in the world, అన్ని కష్టాలకి కారణం ఏంటంటే ఈ భయం. ఈ భయం పోవాలంటే ఏంటంటే రాంగ్ ఇమాజినేషన్ చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే రైట్ నాలెడ్జ్ తీసుకోవాలి, స్పిరిచువల్ నాలెడ్జ్. షుడ్ వి నాట్ ఫియర్ ఎనీథింగ్ స్వామీజీ? దేనికి భయపడక్కర్లేదా అంటే, ఎస్, యూ నీడ్ టు ఫియర్ సర్టన్ థింగ్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ దోస్ థింగ్స్? బ్యాడ్ కంపెనీ. It's very difficult to get good company in this age. Somebody who has bad habits is a bad company. You just see actually when you pick up your friends, what kind of friends, whose company I am staying in. It matters because their tendencies, impressions will influence you. Their habits will influence you. You may be a good guy, you may be a good person, but today they are talking about socializing and society, and you just discriminate and have your discretion. And just, is it right actually? Should I go with them? Is it necessary? Okay? Because bad company spoils even good people also. So then you need to fear bad company. And also there are other things like, to do many wrong things in life, we don't fear. For example, telling untruth, lies. You fear that. Better you fear. Because to build your character well, certain things you need to fear. What are those? If the mind is saying that you tell a lie, you need to fear that. Adharma, you need to fear. Because that will destroy our character, ultimately actually make us fall from that spiritual journey. So certain things is bad company and wasting of resources, hurting others. If you are doing actually by default or because of your past impressions, you need to fear that. Okay? Wrong habits you need to fear. Bad company you need to fear. But otherwise, fear is because of wrong imagination. That's why Swamiji says, fear that is the cause of our woes, and it is fearlessness that brings heaven even in a moment. Somebody who is totally fearless. Who will become totally fearless? Somebody who has known the mystery of death actually. He will become absolutely fearless. Somebody who has established in spirit. Somebody who has established in soul or consciousness. Because he knows that he is not body and mind. Even if the body gets destroyed, it's not death for me because I am not the body. Body is only an external appendage. Just like the shirt. My existence doesn't depend upon the shirt. People who have experienced the spiritual reality of their being, they will understand that body and mind are two covers Okay, to layers on that spirit and consciousness, my essential nature is Atman. So even if the body gets destroyed, even if it is dead, it is not death of me. My person, something is different. My personality is different. My being is different. And that's how they transcend even death. They influence the world tremendously, and they are called mystics, yogis, messengers of God, because they would be able to do so much of work because they have zero fear. Because they have acquired complete knowledge, total knowledge, knowledge about their being. Who am I? I am that spirit. I am neither the body nor the mind. Body gets destroyed. It's okay, it's anyway temporary. But my being won't get destroyed because I am infinite, I am Atman, I am consciousness, I am the source of the universe itself. Those who have experienced the truth, they will never fear anything, including death. And because of that fearlessness, they will be able to walk like lions. It will come to all of us. That is our real nature, but today we don't know. We are in ignorance. So through spirituality, through yoga, we will realize our nature one day. So we are eternally immortal, eternally immutable, eternally we are made in the image of God. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.